This is Grow CX. I'm Scott Gilby. Journey maps and other types of alignment diagrams provide a common and consistent picture. They really focus discussion on the obvious because they're very visual. They work independently of silos, and they visualize things from the customer's point of view, revealing opportunities for improvement, and they're also irrefutable once they are really fleshed out and crystallized. So let's take a look at how we might create a journey map. And it's as simple as this. You can do this on a piece of paper or a large wall. You're going to have a beginning, and sometime later you might have a conclusion. And in between, this customer journey is going to be not linear. Various things are going to happen. You're going to go different places, do different things. You might have an offshoot, and eventually you come back to the end of your journey. With that beginning, let's see where we go from here. This is the sketch we just did on paper, now digitized so we can work with it and build a customer journey. First thing that happens is the customer will find us. Then they'll buy. They need to be onboarded. It has to be easy for the customer to pay. And then the customer uses the thing they purchased. They may need some help. Happy customers, as we've said before, buy again. Sometimes they subscribe. When they're not happy, they leave. If we're lucky, they will complain before they leave, so we have a chance to do something about it. And sometimes businesses close for a variety of reasons beyond our control. As we begin to sketch out this map, we start to see a picture, kind of a macro picture, that's all interactions over time. And when you begin to work in groups here, people will say, hey, that's too simple, it's not complete. And the answer is, of course, it is too simple, and yes, it's not complete. So we start filling in some details. For example, the buying decision before a customer buys. There could be a beginning of a recovery program for customers who we've lost. We always want to be proactive with asking the customer if they're satisfied, if they're happy, and is the job to be done. Anywhere in this journey, there are occasions and inflection points where we could add events that we could speak with the customer about and map. There are formal moments of truth, this first one being the zero moment of truth, which is before the customer even finds you. Which nouns are they typing into their keyboard as they search for a solution to their problem? The first moment of truth is when the customer finds you. They haven't bought anything yet, but that first impression is critically important. And then the second moment of truth is when the customer sees or uses that product for the very first time. Ultimately, the customer will say something, good or bad. This is the ultimate moment of truth. Now we have the makings of a customer journey. We'll push it off to the side here and look at three different components of this total journey, or ways to build it. Firstly, the macro view is this whole thing. Some would call it the helicopter view. It's a mile wide, an inch deep. A large business, no matter how complex, could have tens of these to describe the total business. It'll depend on a lot of dynamics. This, what I would call segment. Typically a buying journey is a distinct piece of the total journey. I would think that the finding journey is separate from the buying journey. We often see those blurred together. And then certainly the buy again journey cannot be the same as the buy first time. The micro journey is what happens in a moment. And we could use these to document pain points or reveal unmet needs. Over time, a company that really gets disciplined and rigorous on this might have thousands of such micro journeys accumulated over time. In the world of customer experience, we mostly talk about customer journey mapping, but you can see here that, strictly speaking, a customer journey map is really one of several different types of alignment diagrams. I happen to like the Service Blueprint model because it's highly applicable to a variety of situations. Thank you for watching and listening about journey mapping. Our next video segment takes the Service Blueprint model and looks at three practical examples. I can be reached at growcx.com or LinkedIn. Thank you.